Hello, welcome to AnAuraChicBeauty channel. For today's video, I'll be continuing my fall-winter makeup looks, and for this video, I'll be using a new palette. It's from M.A.C. It's the Super Flip Color Kit. It has 9 eyeshadows and 9 lip colors. So first, these are the eyeshadows, and it has all different textures. Some have shimmer, some are matte, and you can just create so many different looks using just one palette, which is really great. And the size of the eyeshadows look really small in comparison to their usual M.A.C eyeshadow, so you can see side by side. But for the amount of different colors you get, you can create so many different looks. I think is a really great deal. And if you're like me, you never really finish entire eyeshadow anyway, so it's great that they're in smaller sizes. And now to get to the lip colors, basically you tilt the cover of the palette, and as you can see underneath is the lip colors, and you just put your finger underneath your thumb and push it up a little bit and just tilt the palette over, and then you can get to the lip colors. And these lip colors are really nice too. Some are lipstick, some are glosses, some have a little bit of shimmer to it, and basically you can mix all these different lip colors to create your own custom color. And same with the eyeshadows. And this palette is only $20, which is I think a really great price for the amount of colors that you get. Now using this palette, this is the first look I created. It's something kind of fall inspired as far as the colors. It's brown with a little bit of red and gold to highlight. And so for the eyes, I did kind of a smoky brown look. It has a little bit of shimmer on the lid, and then some matte in the crease and brow bone. And for the lips, it's something a little bit more on the bolder side. I'm kind of focusing the lips and eye makeup today. Yeah, the lips are kind of a bright red, a little bit brownish red, so it's a little bit more deeper color. And the entire look is a little bit dramatic, but I think still sophisticated. It's not overly shimmery like my last tutorial. There's a lot of matte textures, and even the foundation is a little bit more on the matte side. And the cheeks is also kind of like a brownish color, a little bit of red tone, and a little bit of gold to highlight the eyes and cheeks. Also for this tutorial, I'll be using some M.A.C brushes to kind of show you that you don't need to buy really expensive brushes to do your makeup. Basically, when you're buying brushes, you just buy for what you want the brush to do. So if it's, a really expensive brush or inexpensive cheaper brush, as long as it gets the job done, then it doesn't really matter what brand you use. And so yeah, I'll be using some of M.A.C brushes, which are really great in my opinion, and especially for the price. And so that's basically it for the look, so let's get started. So I already moisturized and primed my face for the makeup just to save some video time. You can read my blog to see what products I use. Of course, you can replace those to whatever products that you usually use. And in my last video, I mentioned that sometimes I like to do my eye makeup first, and that's because it's easier to clean up all the fallout that happens when you're applying your makeup before applying your foundation and concealer and all of that. So that's what I'll be doing first. And today I'm going to use M.A.C Soft Ochre Paint Pot. It's a little bit more of a yellow tone color than like M.A.C Painterly, but you can use Painterly if you have that or any other eyeshadow base. And I'm going to use M.A.C brush number 217 to apply. I'm just going to buff that on all over the eye area from the lash line all the way up to the brow bone. And make sure you apply at the inner corner as well. That's where you apply your highlight colors. And just apply a thin layer. You don't have to apply too heavily. Then I'm going to apply another cream eyeshadow. This is by NYX. This is the Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in dark brown, number 602. And I'm going to use this on the lid as a lid base for another color. And with this particular cream eyeshadow, it doesn't really dry to a powder finish. So you kind of want to just apply a thin layer. Otherwise, it will crease the powder eyeshadow that will be on top. So I'm just gonna kind of draw it on all over the lid, just like that, to keep it, messy. Because then I'm going to blend it out with an eyeshadow brush. This is by Sephora. It's the number 25 cream eyeshadow brush, so it's perfect to blend out cream eyeshadow. And I'm just going to kind of shear out the product and just blend it all over the lid and kind of stop right before the crease. I'm using the edges of the brush to kind of blend out the edges. I'm kind of winging it out at the end, or extending it a little bit higher, so it's sort of like a cat eye shape. Next, I'm going to contour my eye and add a little bit of depth by using M.A.C Soft Brown Eyeshadow. It's a matte, kind of warm brown color, and I'm going to use Smashbox number 10 to apply. It's just a fluffy crease brush, and so I'm going to start the outer corner and just blend it back and forth in the crease. And kind of blend it all the way in to where the brow starts. This kind of creates just a natural shadow in your crease. And the kind of warm brown color adds a little bit of warmth to the eye makeup. And on top of this cream eyeshadow, I'm going to use this color right here in the M.A.C Super Flip It palette, and it's called Rockin'. And it's a dark brown, but it has a little bit of like a reddish shimmer in it. And so I'm going to use a M.A.C brush. This is the eyeshadow brush. It's a small regular eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to pat it right on top of that NYX eyeshadow. By applying a cream eyeshadow base, it helps to make these powder eyeshadows a little bit more vibrant. Next, I'm going to use Espresso Eye Mark eyeshadow by M.A.C, and it's a matte, kind of dark chocolatey brown color. And I'm going to use the M.A.C blending brush to apply. It's just a crease brush that you can use to blend out colors, harsh lines, or apply crease colors. And I'm going to apply it deep in the crease and not really blend it out too much, because I kind of want this color for definition and to kind of have a smoother transition from the dark colors to the lighter colors. So I'm going to start the outer corner and just kind of blend it back and forth deep in the crease. And I'm going to just blend it all the way into the inner corner. I'm not going to really blend it high up, because again, I want this to add definition. Then I'm going to highlight the brow bone using this color right here, and it's called Nudie, and it's like a satin finish, so it's not too matte or too shimmery or glittery like some of these other colors, and it's just like a flesh tone nude color. And I'm using the M.A.C brush number 252 to apply, and it's a very subtle highlight color. I like it because it kind of makes these darker colors blend into the skin instead of just blending it to something really shimmery. Then I'm going to line the top inner rim and top lash line with Urban Decay 024/7 Glide On Pencil. It's just a basic black pencil liner. And I'm just going to kind of wiggle it underneath. And for the top lash line, I'm just making a thin line. And this is just to have some sort of base for my false eyelashes. So now that I've done part of my eye makeup, I'm going to do my foundation. But before I do that, I'm going to clean up all of this residue that fell out. And I'm just going to use a tissue and just gently sweep it right underneath. And you can also kind of wipe it out. This will help get some of the eyeshadow that is like outside of the eye, to get more of like a cleaner line.